There's a place in the woods called Aspen Ridge, and we're lucky enough to call this place our home. We're the Popple people. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. In this episode, we're going to do a brutally honest review of a new little portable power bank that we picked up on Amazon for about $20 US. It's called a CHARMAST, or CHARMAST, I'm not really sure how to say that. So this particular power bank has a 10,400 milliampere hour capacity, which should give several hours of battery power. Now, we've never had one of these before, so we really don't know what to expect in terms of like how long this is going to last or what it's going to be able to charge or how long it's going to be able to run a light or things like that. So this particular unit has capabilities to charge up to 3 devices at a time, and actually this is one of the reasons why we chose this particular power bank over other ones. This unit has 2 inputs. One is a micro and the other is a USB-C. Now the USB-C is the only one that we've tried because that's the cable that came with this power bank. So we can't speak to the micro input other than just to mention that it's there. And then there are also the 3 outputs. Now, 2 of those are regular USBs, and the USB-C port can also be used as an output in addition to being a recharge input. So I've got an old cell phone here that is totally dead. The screen won't even power on or anything. And I've got a little CHARMAST that is charged up to 100%. So let's plug this in here and see how long it takes to charge this cell phone up completely. And let's see what kind of a drain that puts on our little CHARMAST. This cell phone is a really old iPhone, so we're going to be using one of our regular old USB ports here. So we're starting at about 9:45 a.m. and let's see how long it takes to get this cell phone charged up. Now we did check the status of the cell phone here several times as it was charging just to see where it was at. And eventually we found it was about 12:30 when it got to 100%. And that took our little CHARMAST down to about 75%. So it used about 25% of the battery. So based on this, you should be able to get a solid 3 cell phone charges out of this, if not pretty darn close to 4 recharges from totally dead. I'm pretty impressed with that. Now, one of the things that I really wanted to try and use this for was running this little Luminoodle. It's kind of like a rope light when we go camping. So I plugged in the CHARMAST and I just recharged it. I wanted to get it back up to 100%. And then I wanted to see how long it will continuously run this little Luminoodle light. So let's plug this in here. Again, it's using one of just the regular old USB ports. And we're starting at about 6 p.m. So we just left this on in our kitchen and went about our evening activities. And I just decided to read a book and stay up until the light went out. And it actually lasted quite a while. It lasted until about 12:40 a.m. So that gave us about 6.5 hours of continuous use with this light. In terms of performance, I'm actually pretty impressed. This little CHARMAST worked pretty well on that Luminoodle light. Now, I did plug it back in, and recharging the CHARMAST took somewhere between 3 and 4 hours, just plugged into a little USB outlet. Now, I didn't film the unboxing, but pictured here is everything that comes with this little CHARMAST power bank. So we've got the charging cable, which is a USB-A to USB-C. This is the one that I use to recharge. Then there's a little instruction booklet, and that actually comes in 6 different languages. And finally, we have this little drawstring carrying pouch. Now, I'm actually really impressed with this because in the description online, it said it was like a little mesh bag. This is actually way thicker than I thought it would be, so I'm actually pretty impressed that this is a relatively heavy-duty little pouch for it. The design of this power bank is really simple, and I really like that. There's just one button on the side of this, and the rest is just inputs and outputs. On the top, there's 2 USB-A's and a USB-C. On the side, there's 1 micro USB, and that's it. This is just the simplest, cleanest design. It's a lithium battery, so I'm hoping this little power bank lasts for many, many recharges. It's small, thin, lightweight, very packable for camping. If you're considering this for something like backpacking where every ounce counts, I tossed it on my little kitchen scale here so you can see that it weighs about 7 ounces, about 200 grams. The description online says it's 5.67 inches by 2.64 inches by 0.6 inches thick, so you can see here what the actual size is. I think the feature that I really like the most about this particular power bank is the actual digital screen, so that you can see exactly what percentage you're at while you're using it or while you're charging it. I found that to be super convenient. We've got high hopes for this little unit, so we're going to give her a try here this summer. If you'd like to get a hold of us with questions or comments, please email us at thepopplepeople, all one word, @gmail.com, or you can plop a comment below. We love hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. And we'd also appreciate if you would consider subscribing. That way, you can be a Popple people too. We'll see you soon.